Okay, so I just wanted to do a quick unboxing video of this new camera I got, which is the OSMO Action, or the DJI OSMO Action 3. Now that's not what you're seeing here. You're seeing the original OSMO Action. The 3 is in here. And the reason I bought that is because I've been having a hard time getting audio to work using this camera. So when I go on my little rides and I want to actually talk and record that, it just doesn't seem to work. I'm tired of buying these external microphones that don't seem to work with anything, for that matter. And yet I see these motor vloggers. They get great audio while they're riding motorcycles, and when they talk about what they use, they just have the basic camera hooked up to a basic microphone. The problem with the Action 1, or just the OSMO Action, is it does not allow you to just plug in an external microphone. You have to buy an adapter, which they don't make. DJI doesn't make it. A third-party cheap Chinese company makes it, and I've actually purchased them only to return them because they don't work. They just don't work. What I have been doing, which I'm actually doing right now, is recording on this right here. So I have your basic external audio recorder, and I'm using the Hollyland Lark M2 wireless lavalier mic, and it works okay for things like this. And if you're wondering, this is what the product looks like. I can't remember if I actually did an unboxing of this. May or may not have. But this is good for what I'm doing right now. Terrible for doing stuff where there's going to be a lot of wind noise, or there's going to be all kinds of external noise. So unfortunately, it's not working the way I have it right now. So I purchased a bunch of other microphones that are meant to go inside a motorcycle helmet, and they don't seem to work well with these recorders, or even with my phone for that matter. I think they're supposed to go with the camera. That's how it works. Well, I decided to look into the upgraded cameras, and what I understand is the Action 3 is the first one of the DJI cameras to allow it straight out the box, where you don't have to buy any kind of adapters or anything like that. Now, I did look at the 4, and I believe there's a 5 already out. I didn't want the 2. The 2 it's a completely different camera. Might as well just be a completely different camera. But I looked at the 4 and the 5, and they're very expensive. However, the 3, since it's already, I think, almost 2 years old now, maybe older, is $189 on Amazon. So that's what I did. I purchased it on Amazon. We're going to open it up and we're going to check it out. We're going to compare it to the original Action, and then we're going to try and see if we could get this microphone to work with the camera. So let's open this up right now. Get this out of the way. We'll bring this back in a second. Alright, so there it is. Let's throw that out to the side. Now, I will say they use the same, it seems like they use the same standard packaging for all their cameras. I would have thought this was a Pocket 3 or Pocket 2 box at this point, which is what I'm actually using to record this video, is the Pocket 2. So here's our Action 3. It looks like it's brand new, sealed from DJI. even though it's not currently available, I believe, from DJI, not anymore. But there are third-party stores that still have them brand new that are selling them on Amazon. And $189 is not bad at all, at least for what this camera can do. So let's open it up and see what we got in the box. And if you've seen any of my other unboxings, you'll know that I'm not very good at it. Okay, I believe we gotta pull down here, which is what breaks the seal. So anybody who opens this, they can't just send it back now. So let's hope that I don't have to deal with that later on. All right. Let's take you out, and actually let's take this out. So this is not the cage that it originally comes with. The original cage that it came with was plastic, and I think it lasted me about a year before it broke. And when I say it broke, it has a little door that opens like that, and when you close it, it has a little snap. The snap is what broke. So that's something that is not very good design, I would say. This is made of metal, and it does a much better job, honestly. It also does a little bit to dissipate the heat because it is metal. So it does help it cool down a little bit. Now, already I can see that this camera is bigger. So the Action 3 is much, well, I wouldn't say much bigger, but it's bigger, which means it's not going to work with this cage. So I will have to probably get another cage for it. Now, I could tell that the lens, at least the lens cover here, which, let's see. So that's bigger than this one. And it does look like the lens itself is slightly bigger. Can't really tell, but it is bigger. And yes, I understand that it is kind of dim in here. I'm actually outside, so I'm sure you can hear dogs barking, birds singing, and the wind blowing. Unfortunately, this is just how it's going to be. I can't... my current situation is I cannot record in my house because there's too much noise and too much going on. So I'm outside, underneath a little, like a little patio gazebo, and the sun is going down because it is winter time, so it's not too bright out. Unfortunately, I don't have any external lights that I could plug in right now, and I don't want to wait any longer. I got this today, and I don't want the same thing to happen with this that happened with my drone, where it's still sitting in the box almost a year later. I'm gonna try and do a unboxing of that hopefully soon. But all right, let's see what we got here. So let's put you to the side. We don't need you anymore. I don't mean it that way. I'm still gonna use that camera. I'm just gonna use this one, hopefully, as the main camera with audio, and then this will be like a backup camera. So what do we have here? Okay, we have accessories. We have stickers for some strange reason. I don't really care for stickers. And we have the battery. We have, that's probably why it feels light, because of the battery is not inside. And I believe this is the cage. This is a mount. It's a weird mount. Is it a suction cup or a sticky mount? No, this is a sticky mount. Alright, charging cable. And again, this is the cage. It's probably plastic. I really don't expect it to be metal at this point. Oh, wait a second. No, it is definitely plastic. But it's, I mean, this kind of feels like metal. I don't know. This part feels metal. This part kind of feels like plastic. It could just be the paint. But that would be nice if it was actually metal. And there is anything else in here? Ah, there's whatever this is. Not sure what that is. Looks like it goes around this. Oh, it's a rubber. It's like almost like a gasket. I think it's just meant so that you can, you know, take the lens cover off. So they give you a spare. That's pretty good, actually, that they provide you with all that. Alright, so do we have anything else? We do not have anything else. Okay. Fair enough. I guess we'll take all this out. Oh, that did not come out clean and pretty like I would like it to. But that's fine. Now, we can get a better idea of the size difference. So yes, there is a considerable size difference. And this is magnetic. Okay. Or is this magnetic? I think the bottom of the camera is magnetic. Alright. Now I know I saw this on in videos where it's a quick disconnect and connect. So you would squeeze over here and this opens up. So there we go. Well, it's sturdy, so I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. All right, but then yeah, that's a good magnet. So this is the door here. Where do you put the SD card? Huh. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Now, you're also going to notice that there's no door in this one. I lost that a long time ago. It wasn't very sturdy to begin with, and the plastic that holds it here to this little metal bar, they actually snapped almost immediately after I was playing around with it, which meant that this camera stopped being waterproof very early in its career. I did buy an external case for it, but I never did really use it for anything in the water. This is where you would put your SD card, your micro SD card, but I don't see where you put it here. Okay. So this is for your charging port. This is for your battery. This is for your battery, and there's the little slot right here for the SD card, which I don't have with me right now, so I'm not going to actually put that in there. But the idea would be that I can take this door, hopefully take it out without it breaking like the last one, and plug in a microphone into that USB port there. That's the way it's supposed to work anyway. And you wouldn't need any other adapters. But alright, so I believe that's all it comes with. I will boot this thing up and play with it, but that'll be for another video. I do have to go through the instruction manuals and all that and test out the microphone, and I'll give you a little update video with that. Just a quick extra though. This is the case for the microphone, and it comes with 2 microphones. This one is currently off, but it would go in here, and you mount that to where you need to actually record the audio. And then you can use either this, which is what I'm using right now, using an aux cable, or you can use this thing here. So this is the receiver. You could plug it into the USB port, which we can at least try that, see if it fits. Okay, I would need to take the door off, and I don't want to try to rip the door off just yet because I might break it, but it would go in there, and hopefully there's enough clearance that it would work. Otherwise I would still need a USB-C to USB-C adapter where this would plug into one end and then the other end plugs in here. But the hope is that it actually works, so that I can actually do some of these videos that I've been trying to do, where I can ride my motorcycle or ride my EUC and you can hear me clearly, because I've recorded so many videos now that are just sitting there because the audio was crap, and there's no point in posting those videos. But alright, so that is the, I'm not even sure they still call it the Osmo. I think they dropped that part. Let's check the box. No, it still says Osmo. I think for the second one they dropped Osmo and then they brought it back. So that is the DJI OSMO Action 3. And if you're curious, stick around. Eventually I will make some videos with it so that we can compare the improvements and also hopefully the microphone. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. You want to see more, hit subscribe, and with any luck I will see you in the next video. And until then, take care.